What's up, everybody? This is Jackie Terry, and I'm in that creative mind state right now. You know, the creative juices are already overflowing. So, what I'm going to do is, I got a lot of different gym friends I work out with that have some really, really cool pics, some really cool, intense facial expressions. I mean, look at that intensity on his face. And I'm definitely going to use this image right here. We're just going to drag this over to Photoshop. First, we'll just make a new project altogether first. Okay, perfect. And let's clear all this stuff out real fast. I'll go ahead and clear that out. Clear that out. Perfect. You know, we'll just start from scratch. Okay, perfect. So like I said, we're going to drag this photo right here. I really like this photo. He has a really intense look on his face, and it essentially tells a story. I like it personally. It looks really good. So what I'm going to do is we can either make this into a photography photo, and simply to do that, we're just going to go to our touch-ups. You know, we could bring it out a little bit more, bring out the lighting, bring out the highlights, bring out the shadows. You'll see a lot of UFC, WWE commercials or advertisements using this technique. You know, it's all about bringing out those shadows and knowing how to bring out these filters. You know, that looks really good. As you see, the picture is a lot more in depth, and that's what these photo touch-up effects are all about, man. You can literally bring out this photo. We can even give it a saturated film effect to the point where it's almost like he's in a movie type of deal. Very, very intense look on this guy's face. Let's go ahead and save that. And this is how a lot of photographers edit their photos. You know, they edit it just like this. They take it right down to Photoshop, and you know, they kink it to really bring out the picture. Let's go ahead and save this. Pretty cool looking image. Oh wow. Looks like I saved it under the wrong format. You know, you always want to save your files under a JPEG. It's perfect. Alright, cool. So now, you know, I'm just demonstrating to you all the different type of effects, the photo touch-ups I can use for this picture to really bring it out. Now, however, if I wanted to turn this picture into a t-shirt, I can. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go right over to expert. We're going to grab our lasso tool. Let's see. Yeah, here we are, our lasso tool. And we're just going to simply cut him out. And we're going to resize this image so we can see the entire image. Kind of see exactly what we're doing. I'm going to grab this lasso tool right here. And just cut it out. Now, essentially, guys, maybe on a picture like this, you can also use the magic eraser tool to delete the background as well. I kind of messed up. Let's restart. When doing the lasso tool, you want to go fully over your subject. You want to go fully over your subject. It's like that. It's almost like you're tracing over your subject. So this is another way besides the magic eraser tool to delete the background. Now, as you see, I'm going over the whole entire picture now. As you see, I fixed a mistake. I just went over the whole entire picture, and we're just simply going to cut it. So now as you see, the background is fully transparent. He's in a whole nother background. We're gonna also see if we can use the magic eraser tool on this either. So it's all about kind of experimenting with your Photoshop tools. Oh, wow, that's not going to work at all. Wow, hell no. We're going to stick with the lasso tool, you guys, because when doing these photos, you'll realize that some tools work for certain things. Whenever you're cutting out an actual person, sometimes the magic eraser tool just won't cut it. So you're going to have to use your lasso tool to essentially cut out your subject. So not every tool, not every material is going to work. You have to experiment with the different Photoshop tools. And most of all, you got to find which one works best for you. So in this case, the lasso tool is going to work better. So we're going to cut this out. And simply use our eraser tool to kind of clean this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And if you want, guys, you can lower the opacity down. And that's just gonna, it's gonna help not to be so harsh on the edges. So we're just gonna simply just kind of clean this up. And this is all about precision. The more you're able to kind of clean up a photo, the better it's going to look. So just kind of clean up the edges just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because when you do go into your filters will actually clean up the edges for you. So as you see, the background is fully transparent, and we can put them in anything. Let's put them behind. Let's see. Let's put them behind. Let's go into Google. Let's see. You know, we can put them behind anything. So let's check it out. We'll see what we're working with. We'll go into Google or something. And we call this guy the Destroyer because, man, this guy comes to the gym and he just beasts everything he picks up. He destroys everything he picks up. So we might just type in Destroyer logo. And see what comes up. Not too bad. As you see, a lot of cool different designs show up. I kind of like that. It's actually pretty tight, so we'll go ahead and save this. Pretty cool looking logo. I like it. Now, let me see. Either keep scrolling down to the logos, or we might just use that. There's just so many different logos on the internet that you can use, man. You can create or add to your pictures. It doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and use that logo I just found. And let's see. Go back under our desktop. And we'll see if we can find a black background or something. Perfect. So again, we'll kind of rotate this to a 90-degree angle. Okay. And now we'll go back to our photo bin. We'll simply drag Joe the Destroyer into this file. Perfect. And as you see, it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and merge this layer together. Because once you have the layer set, very important that you want to merge the layer together so you can keep adding layers to it. So if I want to add a new layer like the Destroyer logo, I can just simply by merging the layer. I can also clean up the image as well just by merging this layer together. And you'll see that in a lot of your t-shirts, they have a black background, they have a blue background, or any background that coincides with the t-shirt they're using. And how they're using it, they're using Photoshop to do this. So once again, I believe I saved the Destroyer logo. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, it's right here. We'll add it to Photoshop. Perfect. And let's see if we can kind of, oh wow, dang. Not really gonna work. Let's find another one. I mean, it could work, but at the same time, I want the background to be, I want the wording to be fully transparent as well. Wow. You know, so many different logos. Well, you know, I might use the one I have. You know, as an artist, as a designer, you want to work with you want to work what you can get. So if you can find ways around it to actually make it work into the picture, go ahead and do it. So I'm going to drag this up right here. We're actually going to bring it to the top, just like this. And you guys, since the background is already black, it's kind of going to fit good into the setting. Okay, perfect. Looks really good. Once again, since we created another layer and we want to add more effects to this picture, we simply want to merge the visible layer. And not bad. This will make for a good YouTube thumbnail or a promotional advertisement. It will make for good for that. So now let's go to our filters and oh wow, now that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. Wow. So as you see, immediately as I go to filters, the actual picture changes, which is pretty tight. So I kind of like this. Let's just zoom in. See how it really looks. Really tight. Let's actually see how it looks in black and white. I kind of like it in color as well, but let's see how it looks in black and white. That was pretty tight. I actually like that. So either way it goes, you know, remember you guys, when you're printing this image out on a t-shirt, the less color you use, the better, especially if it's a simple design like this. You only have to worry about using black ink. That's it. And essentially does have a little bit of color in it, but it's not much. The only color is brown. So remember, you guys, the more simpler the design you make, the more t-shirts you'll be able to make as well. It's perfect. We'll go ahead and save this. Looks really good. You guys, man, it's all about experimenting with your photos. It's all about experimenting and combining different photos together, different logos. We have the tools all over the internet. There's a lot of creative people all over this world. And for this particular logo, it went good with the picture. So let's see what more effects we can use to really bring out this picture. I really like that one. But there's so many different effects. And we have the plastic wrap effect, and we can actually kind of make it to where he's almost like a toy. He's almost like a toy or something. I mean, you got just so many different cool effects. I really like this posterization effect. It's really gonna bring out that comic book feel. I like that. We'll go ahead and save this. Really brings out the shadows and the shading. Let's see. Really kind of brings out the detail in his facial expressions as well. Perfect. Let's go ahead and save this one as well. So once again, you guys, in Photoshop, there's no limits. Once you created the design, I highly suggest that you go to your filters and start experimenting with the different filters you can use to create a better picture. Like I said, this has a lot of bit more detail in his face. So one design, never to be satisfied with the first design you create. Keep going to your different filters and keep experimenting with the picture. So as you see, pretty good picture. Let's see how it looks in black and white. Oh yeah, pretty tight stuff in black and white as well. I like the lighter color. Pretty tight stuff. So we'll go and save it. Even add like a diffuse glow behind it, you know, to kind of make the picture seem like it's glowing to a certain extent. Perfect. It's just so many different things that you can do with Photoshop. Looks really good. Once again, I'm Jackie Terry. Very good photo that you can bring out, that you can manifest into something good. This would be a good cover photo. This might be a good photo for his YouTube channel. It might be a good photo to put on a picture. It might be a good photo for him to express himself. Once again, with Photoshop, you can create anything.